You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold fans. So there is growing suspicion that Luna Nozawa might be the killer who is setting up her mommy Poppy to go down for her crimes as some form of payback for her miserable childhood. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. And let's talk about why Luna might be the diabolical perpetrator of these murders and also the DNA test fraud. So as Luna was trying to play tonsil hockey with her not daddy dollar bill Spencer, her mama Poppy was sitting in the LAPD lockup insisting to her big sister Lee Finnegan that she is totally innocent. Poppy told Lee that she has been framed. And yeah, that does seem to be the case. But who's the real killer? Brooke Logan seems to also think Poppy's being framed, but Ridge Forrester keeps singing his "What About Sheila Carter" song that is ridiculous. I've seen some theories that Sheila killed Tom and Hollis to frame Poppy to punish Bill for tricking her during that low-rent surveillance scheme that he and Ridge ran on her. But that is just, it's far-fetched. It's ridiculous. Plus, Brad Bell seems to love Sheila. He's keeping her around. She's very happy in her life. She counted Hollis as a close friend and credited Tom for helping save her life. So, no, not Sheila. Ridge needs to get off that horse. But is Mama's little girl, Luna, not so innocent after all? I'm starting to wonder if everything this girl has said and done since she came to LA was a long con. Poppy told Lee that whoever planted the backpack in their apartment is the killer. Poppy even suggested it might be more than one killer. And Lee promised that she and Bill would be there for Luna. So that sounds to me like confirmation that neither Poppy nor Lee knew about the DNA test switcheroo. And think about it, because the DNA is a very good place to start this conversation. There were 4 people in that room when the DNA test came back as a match: Bill, Luna, Poppy, and Lee. Bill certainly didn't fake the test, and now it sounds like Poppy and Lee are out of the running as a test faker, and that leaves Luna, and she absolutely could have done it. So the DNA test that was done was one that B&B invented, and it is either a match or a not match, like a pregnant or not pregnant test. There is no DNA test on the market that does that. If you buy one at CVS, because I heard somebody on Soap social media, oh, you can buy a DNA test at the drugstore. You can, but you do the swabs and you mail it off and the results come back via email. Instant DNA tests do not exist. So by Bold making up a test that's not real, then they can make up a way to tamper it. So here's my guess. Luna knew about the test because she had talked to her mom, and she had a swab like on her in her pocket hidden that she knew would match Bill. You know, she could have had it in her purse somewhere nearby. And then, you know, Luna could have swabbed Bill's saliva off a coffee cup, off her mom's face after Bill was smooching on it. She could have even gotten some of Liam's DNA. That would have worked. Surely he's left drool somewhere. And Bill would have handed Lee his swab, and Luna could have swapped out the one that Lee gave her and then handed her aunt a swab that she had pre-made because she knew it would be a match. So the DNA fakery to me looks like Luna had the best chance to be the one to fake that test because she was one of 4 people in the room and the other 3 are categorically out of it at this point. And then when Bill wanted another DNA test, the problem is Luna wouldn't have been able to say no, and she wouldn't have a spare swab on hand to fake out a test. So she got kind of trapped in that if she is the perpetrator, but even if she did fake the DNA test, does that mean Luna is also the killer? Maybe. Let's swap over now and talk about that backpack. So Luna supposedly found it in her and her mom's apartment, and we did see her pulling it up into her lap. But Luna could have faked finding it to set the scene with Poppy to confront her mom and ask what everything means. Only Luna and Poppy had keys to their apartment, according to them. So that also implicates Luna since we know Poppy didn't put it there. And remember, at that point, Katie Logan was already all hyped up about Poppy being a gold digger and a killer and, saying the DNA test was a fake. And you'll recall it was Ridge Forrester that ran to Katie and told her about the backpack and letters that Luna found. But I think by now Luna knows him well enough to know RJ would run and tattle to someone, or more specifically to his Aunt Katie. So if Luna is the killer, and we'll see, but if she were and was a smart killer, she would know blabbing to RJ about the backpack, knowing he can't keep his mouth shut about her personal business. That would be a perfect plan. Because, RJ told pretty much everybody that he took her virginity, which I'm calling that into question at this point, and about her and Zende. So Luna would know, of course, RJ would spill, and then Katie would go nuts, probably call the cops and set up Poppy to be arrested. So next question. Why would Luna want her mom arrested and framed for 2 murders? Well, it may be an evolving plan. So picture this. Tom Starr sent all these letters over the years to Poppy talking about how he was her baby daddy. Luna might have seen one of those letters before her mom mailed it back. And Luna had just told Bill that growing up, her life had no stability. They were always moving because Poppy was scraping to make ends meet, and Luna never got to have friends. So she might have come to LA looking for her dad, looking for this Tom Starr. And, we did see Luna repeat asking Poppy who's her dad, and her mom refusing to tell her the truth. So this may have been a long running plan. So Luna might have come to LA to look for Tom and was absolutely disgusted to find out he's a homeless druggie. That's not a guy that would improve Luna's life in any way. And sure, we do know Poppy's a gold digger, but maybe Luna is too. Remember, she admitted that she knew who RJ was before she got the internship. So Luna might have been in town to scope out Tom, realized he wasn't going to make her life better, and then saw that internship as a means to seduce RJ as part of her own gold digging plan. But then a bigger fish came along, Bill Spencer, once Poppy said, "Oh, he might be your dad." And Luna might have already found a way to DNA test Tom and already knew he was her real dad. And that could be why Luna knew she needed to fake that DNA test to be a match to Bill. And if she was seeing Dollar Daddy Spencer as an ATM, then Luna killing Tom to make sure he couldn't press his rightful claim, ask for a test, anything like that, that would make sense. As for Hollis, remember, he knew the person that came to Il Giardino that night who killed him. And just an episode or 2 before that, out of nowhere, we found out Luna was friends with Hollis. Even though it had never been mentioned before, they'd never been seen in scenes together. So that could be just a hint that Bold was dropping, and Luna may be a stone cold killer with no problems taking her friend Hollis out because she showed up and he had the backpack and had looked at the letters. So once Bill this week pressed Luna into taking an on-the-spot DNA test, her daddy Warbucks dreams about being a Spencer were over. So then Luna kissed him, maybe fishing to see if she could try seducing him, since she's not going to be getting any inheritance. And now Bill has rejected her. We may see Luna run to her backup boy RJ and try to lock him down while letting her mom Poppy go down for her murders. Luna may feel like Poppy owes her this for that crappy childhood. Of course, we'll see what's next, but if Brad Bell actually wrote Luna as the killer, that is a very good and twisty, soapy plot. If she's not, and it's some rando, or it comes out at the last minute that they blame it on Justin Barber or Jack Finnegan, that to me would be frustrating. But, knowing Brad Bell, this could be going anywhere, and they jump ship and pivot on plots, all that. Usually Bold comes up with the most boring outcome, but they are amping things up lately. We have seen a lot more drama. So fingers crossed that this murderer reveal is a juicy one, and maybe it is Luna Nozawa. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. Please drop your comments. Do you think Luna is the killer? Be sure and subscribe if you're not following us, and come back soon. We are here talking Bold and the Beautiful 7 days a week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast. because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.